Good night, traders. It is Thursday, November 4th, 2021, 1 o'clock a.m. I'm over in Kandy, Sri Lanka. I'm breaking down two pairs today, just going over the recap of Nzdjpy and GBP I was very busy today, so I actually just now settled in. Um, I was in the transition of changing locations, and I'm in a new region in the country. But let's get back to the topic. NZDJPY, what happened? At the start of the trading day, we did see the pair go into a bear market. It was only bearish for a brief moment because as soon as the bull market resumed, the price did go up about 65 pips on the day. And I do suspect it to continue rising. Now, we did recently get a failure to close below 81.6, and 81.5 actually is my area of confluence. So once price breaks above 81.5, I do suspect it to go up to 82 and tap that. But we will definitely just follow up with that as we roll on. At the moment, I'm not going to enter a position because it's too thin of a market for me to trade in, and the move for the day is already over. I do suspect it to continue on up, but I definitely will follow up with you guys along the way. If I do have any type of entry, it's going to be above 81.7, and pretty much I would have that with maybe like a 40 pip stop loss. If the stop loss is hit, I do suspect to go back into a bear market for maybe about 50 pips, and it's going to retest the lows of today if it does go back into a bear market. But if it does continue on its bull run up, I do foresee it to go farther and hit our target zone that I had highlighted in the previous video. So looking at this right now, we can see that NZDJPY on the 4-hour is bullish, and it is climbing up. I do suspect it to go up at least another 63 pips before any type of rejection, but I'm going to wait until the market matures during Asia session or the next day before I enter. Since the day is over, anything is prone to happen, and positions are skeptical of being stopped out. So that is it for NZDJPY. Just continue to monitor that pair, and let's get into the next one. I want to go over GBP I also had a pretty good day on this pair as well. I closed out of it already, but let's just go over the highlight of the day. I was bullish the previous day. We can see how it did hike. I went over that in my previous video. The start of the day, the market was a little bearish. We could see that Asian session always manipulates the rest of the day, by the way. So it did go down for a little bit, about 64 pips, not too bad. What happened after that was the market went back into its bull market. So I got whipsawed today on GBP I'm not going to lie. I was short, and upon the break of 83 or 1.830, I went short, and I was short for a few, and then the market went up, stopped me out, and then I was long again. So that actually happened to me today, and I'm glad that I cut my loss short and I let my profit run because, as you guys can see, it turned out pretty good, and I got out a couple of hours ago. So if you look back at the chart, you can see it's starting to go into Asia, and I do suspect this market to continue going down for about another 30 pips. So if you want to take a counter trend move right now, it's not a bad time. But that's it for GBP for the day. Now, it's in a bull market, if you can see right now, long term. It definitely is going to continue on up. I believe it will continue for at least another 40 pips, and then we'll test it at another 50 pips after that for a total of 90 from current price. So I kind of have to see that climb up there. I do have a longer term target. about 200 pips north at 1.855, but we'll just take that every step of the way. Anything can happen, and if it doesn't hit that, then I'll just lower the markets. And if it does go southbound, I plan on getting out anywhere after 81.825. That's probably where I would look for some shorts at that point going down. Until that is triggered, I'm not bearish at all on this pair, and I will continue to go north. That's it for GBP AUD. I'm going to record a video pre-London session again, and I'll update you guys with the pairs that I plan on trading before the market open. And let me go into gold real quick. I just want to break down gold as well. Gold is now in a new bear market. It has entered that bear market the past few days, end of October. You see that it reached the high, reached the peak. It should have continued on upwards from there, but instead it tumbled over, tumbled down, and it not only did it mess with this trend that we're currently seeing, but I'm waiting for a break below 1757 to take price all the way down to 1729. If we can see price hold its current support, I'm looking for maybe a break above 1797 to see price potentially go up towards 1761. And looking at the intraday time frame, we can see that it is hiking right now because there was a big decline earlier today, and I do foresee the price to continue to hike until at least 1780, could go farther up. But as far as any additional drop for the day, I don't really see it really falling until maybe around 1760, around that zone. That's probably where I'll be looking for a resumption of the downtrend. But until that happens, just continue to monitor these pairs, and I'll follow up with everyone tomorrow.